Hi, friends! Welcome back to Truth Rediscovered, where we're finding truth and living free. My name is Akil Johnson, and today we're going to take some time to talk about something that is really important to the human experience. We're talking about mistakes. It's going to be a great time, so let's go! Yeah, I think that might have been awkward. So I'm going to start off by saying something extremely controversial. Maybe not extremely, but it's definitely controversial. Mistakes are a blessing. Yep, that's right. You heard me say it. Mistakes are a blessing because they're an opportunity to learn, to grow, to improve ourselves, and to ensure that we don't repeat the same thing again. The saying says that history tends to repeat itself. A mistake is something that you did not intend to do or did not intend to have happened. That is the one beautiful thing that bonds every single human being on the planet. We all make mistakes. None of us is perfect. We all make mistakes. And because we all make mistakes, it means that none is better than the other because we all mess up. We all have terrible days. We all have those days where we're just empty-minded and blanked. But instead of me talking to you about what those days could look like or what those situations could look like, let's talk to a few of my friends and see what mistakes they've made in their lives.
I typed an assignment directly into the submission folder in Brightspace, but somehow it accidentally got deleted. It just wiped.
I forgot to bring a mask to one of my classes. I left my apartment, and you have to wear a mask in the lobby, and I guess no one else was there, so it didn't even cross my mind. But it turns out I left my apartment, left the lobby, and was almost halfway to my class, that to an 8:30, so I was in a rush, and realized that I wasn't wearing a mask.
So it was ironically in one of my engineering classes when I was in high school. What we were essentially told to do was to create something that we could 3D print and then make it. It had to be some kind of mechanical thing, and I decided to go very much extra because I'm like that and try and design a whole 3D printed safe. Which in theory would have worked. I only wanted one small mistake. Turns out 3D printing plastic is not exactly the strongest material. So I created this whole safe and then realized I had no way to assemble it, and I had not enough time to actually do the project.
So I'm in my first year, and with Zoom and stuff, I guess I'm not as focused at home, so I don't take notes. It actually impacted me negatively on my midterm because the only resource you could use was your notes, and it took me so long to do it, and then I was super stressed because I had to think and do my notes at the same time, so
Life, am I right? The unique thing is that those people we talk to, they're all different. They're all from different backgrounds, different cultures. They all have different upbringings. None of them are the same. No two people are the same. But yet, all of them share this commonality of having made mistakes. And the Bible tells us that we will make mistakes, that we will have those days, that we will have those days where we fall down. We will have those days where we just can't seem to get anything right. But the beautiful thing is that when we fall down, when we find ourselves in these situations, God is going to give us the strength to persevere, to press through, and to do better, to grow, to become what we ought to be. Acknowledge the mistake, grow, and move on. And that's exactly what my friends did. Roll the film.
I just quickly walked back to my apartment, got a mask, walked out, and still made it to class in time because I walked really fast. It was a simple mistake and a quick fix, but now what I did learn from it is to always keep an extra mask in my bag. So in case I ever forget one ever again, I have an extra.
The best way to succeed is to just be in an environment that you can, be focused. So here, library, not in your room, because I sleep sometimes as well. Morning classes, yeah, so that's my advice.
So the lesson I learned from that is I always type everything in a separate document now. I use Google Docs, so it auto-saves, and I haven't lost an assignment since.
So I ended up spending about 2 days just repeatedly printing, remaking parts because they'd either snap off, break off. I managed to salvage the project, but it was very much, it worked. It didn't work well.
Miley Cyrus was right. Everybody makes mistakes, and everybody has those days. Mistakes are a blessing. They're not intentional, they weren't supposed to happen, they're accidents, but they happen. We deal with the situation, and then we learn and grow so that we don't repeat it again. And that's what makes life beautiful. That's what makes life so worth living. And so remember, we all make mistakes. The Bible also tells us that we all stumble, but that we shouldn't fear anything because the Lord continues to strengthen us and embolden us and encourage us and gives us the wisdom so that we don't fall back into the same situations we were in before. And so have faith, be of good cheer, and remember that whenever you make a mistake, good or bad, accidental or intentional, remember that it's not the end all be all, that you will grow from it, that it won't be your biography, that it will just be a footnote in the epic that they will write about your life. A life full of mistakes, full of learning, full of knowledge gained and wisdom shared.